welcome to this week's game. It's December, so we're Christmas themed, and we are gonna play Believe It or Not tonight, which means we have a special guest. Come on around, Jordan. This is Jordan, and he knows one of the people here on this team. After they say their story of how they know Jordan, you guys will then interrogate them to find out who is telling the truth and who really knows Jordan. Let's start from the further end. Marty, how do you know Jordan?
So I actually almost accidentally kidnapped his daughter when we came caroling to his house.
Carla, how do you know Jordan here?
Well, believe it or not, Jordan is my Wendy Peppercorn. I mean, was. I'm married now, happily.
And Marcus, how do you know Jordan here?
Believe it or not, Jordan and I tried to do a charity event that turned into a mass vomiting fest.
You have to figure out if it's Marty's caroling kidnapper, Carla's Santa swimmer, or Marcus's wrenching runner. Where would you guys like to start?
So where did this happen?
We got a group together and we were going caroling and...
What location, like whereabouts?
So they live in an apartment, so we were going from house to house. They opened the door and we're singing, and his 6-year-old is very friendly, and so she just ran out and hugged me. I don't know if she thought that I was somebody else or what was going on.
I don't know him, so how do I even know he has a daughter? I need pictures. Proof?
I don't have my phone on me, but yeah, I tend to be a bit of a charmer when it comes to little kids anyway.
It's the hair.
It probably is. Kids love gingers. But she just was so nice and friendly. And so, I have a lot of nieces and nephews, have a lot of kids in my life, so I just picked her up and we became best friends. And so when we were getting ready to leave, she wanted to come with us, but I'm actually know this child. I don't actually know this family, but that was our first introduction.
That's why he left his family at home tonight.
He's we're leaving the kids.
Right. What's the first initial of her name?
I don't know.
It'd be weird if you did.
Oh, whoa. Got some Pinocchio feeling right there? Mm-hmm, yeah.
Would you like to continue question or move on to?
I really want to start and not to be the odd one out, but what Wendy Peppercorn, what is that? I have no idea.
Wendy Peppercorn, she is the lifeguard in the Sandlot movie. And so Jordan was a lifeguard at Carson Junior High. And I would this is really embarrassing. I hate that he's here listening to this. I used to watch him while he was, up there in that chair. And I thought, that's a good looking lifeguard. And I didn't know him. I didn't get up the courage to ever talk to him. But then I saw him later, and it turned out he was my best friend's sister's friend.
What was your best friend's sister's name?
Emily.
Okay. And your best friend's name?
Natalie.
So this happened during Christmas time?
Yes.
Okay, that's why he was dressed as Santa, because I had a question about that.
They had been caroling. We wanted to play Truth or Dare with them, which was what they were playing after they'd gone home from caroling. And his friend, so my friend's sister, was okay. She just gave us the dumbest dares to try to get us to not want to play. So she said, okay, Carla, I dare you to jump off the roof into the pool. And she thought I'd say no and that we wouldn't want to play, but I said, okay, I'll do it. It's Jordan, I'm gonna do it. And so I wanted to just kind of show off, and I tried to do a front flip, and I did a belly flop into the pool.
How cold was the pool?
It was freezing. I was that embarrassed. And so I'm laying in the pool, I'm just not gonna get up. And I hope that everyone takes it as a cue that I'm so embarrassed that I don't wanna come up. And he, being the lifeguard that he is, he jumped in and tried to save me. And so I'm okay, just leave me alone. And I started crying, and he just asked me if I was okay, and I said yes. And I hope that I never would see him again. So it didn't go quite as well as it did. Yeah.
It's because you didn't have the music playing. This magic moment.
Right.
That's why.
There was some Christmas magic in him trying to save me, but other than that.
Do you remember any of the other truths and or dares from that evening?
I know that he had to kiss a neighbor, and she was an older woman.
Did he do it?
According to him, he did it. None of us actually saw him do it, but we just trusted
Pictures
him.
or it didn't happen.
Like your kidnapping.
It didn't happen. I didn't kidnap the child.
I still think that's just a legal disclaimer.
I agree. She took that baby right home.
And so we have a vomit fest. I need to hear about this. This is the one I want to be true.
It didn't start as that, but we were trying to do good for charity.
Which charity?
To be honest, I don't know.
How do you guys not know these things? These are your stories.
I didn't run the charity or anything like that. I just ran for it. It was just a run for charity.
Like runner for charity. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
We went down to high school. We were going to run around their track. And for every lap you do, you're raising money for the charity, but you also have to drink a cup of eggnog.
Ugh.
And unfortunately, for some reason, it ends up coming back up, and it turned into a Technicolor return service. We were just recycling, but in the trash.
Woof.
Just recycling.
Wow.
So how many people were doing this?
Throwing up everyone that drank it.
How many people though? And at what point did you think, wait, I should stop doing this?
I think it was roughly around about 50 people. Like the Grinch was there. There's a big old M&M there. There's a lot of people, but it was like all holiday themed, you know, spirit of Christmas, kind of raise money for a charity and also see how well you can do. Nobody won.
Big time question. Why and where would anybody think drinking eggnog in between running would be smart?
Men planned the event, obviously.
Did we raise money or did we not for charity? I don't know what to tell you.
Why would anybody think, ooh, let's run a mile and then chug milk? Yay! An egg!
Were you dressed up?
Of course.
As what?
It was just like Santa, but it was kind of.
What was Jordan dressed up as?
I think he just had like a Santa hat on or like an elf ear thing going on.
And which direction was his Santa hat flopping?
This is clearly important to her.
These are the real questions.
This was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And have you had eggnog since?
No, of course not.
I'm not an eggnogger.
Not anymore.
How many laps did you run?
I only made it just under 8. So the Grinch and I quit at the same time. And
Seriously, why would anybody think, let's put a dairy product in these stomachs that are going, oh, bro, 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 bro. Really? Bro, 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 bro. Come on.
I don't see how it could go wrong. I still think it was a great idea.
But just ditch the eggnog. How about you do like Sprite or apple cider in between or something?
I don't know, even Sprite while running.
Yeah, anything. Water would be the best thing. Yeah, that is hilarious.
I think we were all kind of like semi-bulimic, like a diet thing before the holidays for family pictures. So it was like, I don't want to actually gain the weight. I just want to give this back up.
That checks out.
So, would you guys like to guess who is the truth teller?
Who do you think it is? I kind of don't believe any of them, to be honest.
I don't think it's Marty.
I think it's down to the girls. Because that puking thing is too realistic in my book. Jumping in realistic? Too realistic, yeah. I could see men putting together a running thing and, oh, let's serve eggnog.
But Carla's story is so good.
But maybe it was was it too good?
Yeah, well, and all you need is one little thing to make it a lie.
Yeah.
You don't need a whole tree to have an apple. Oh wait, yes, actually you do. See?
So the Marcus, the vomit guy. We have Marty, the child kidnapper.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know the name of the kid.
But she does look like a kidnapper, though.
Totally kidnapper.
Redheads.
Can't trust him. So, do we think Marty?
Yeah. That's
Think Marty?
I think Marty.
So we think she's telling the truth,
Sure.
or we think she's lying?
I think she knows him.
She's the one who knows Jordan.
Yeah.
Who's your final guess?
Okay, so we're going to go with child kidnapping.
Yeah.
Child kidnapping.
Gonna guess Marty. Okay, let's go to Jordan. Jordan, who do you know on this panel?
Well, believe it or not, the Marcus is actually telling the truth.
Just to know his name.
Yes, it was Marcus, and they actually have a photo of that day. So here they are, right?
Oh my gosh, how old are you?
I don't have to answer that.
The race was to go how many laps without puking?
That was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Whoever can go the furthest.
Whoever could go the
It
furthest.
was whoever could go the furthest without puking.
I'm surprised you had that turnout under that premise.
Hey, it's for charity, you know. It's all about the kids. You gotta take care of the kids.
Thanks so much for playing, everybody. Thanks for coming in, Jordan.